Workers of the world, hello. Hello, Captain Preston Frost. Hello, Oracle of Truth. Hello, Red Quixote. Hello, Lambda Girl. Hello, I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it French? Elbow. Hello, Buzz Josie. Hello, Fluff Weasel. Hello, Sasha. Hello, Ruby and Pixels. Hello, Cressup. Hello, King of Time. I hope we're all feeling well. I hope we're all good. Hello, Beth. We don't use that word here, King of Time. We say S dog M word. Hello, Jambud. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well on this fine and auspicious Friday. Now, to start our discussions this evening, I have an interesting topic for us. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. You win. I am stopping the Groundhog Day. You win. I wasn't expecting you to pay your way out of it. And also, can I say, I didn't expect you all to hate it as much as you did. I was expecting a little bit of argy-bargy back and forth, but you hated it. You really all hated it. Well, no, King of Time loved it, and I would say probably 5 people max loved it, but it's not as much as I thought. And the people who hated it, well, to be honest, I'm acting like the hatred is why I stopped. I stopped because you paid me. I stopped essentially because you paid me. So there is an announcement to make because I'm kind of on the hook here, really. You have hit the donation, the subscription goal. So ultimately, I need to pick something from What Next. Why does it always change the size of this? What about like this? Oh, things have changed, huh? Okay, things have very recently changed. I wonder if this changes the arithmetic. I am, as penance, I'm going to do the top 3 here. Groundhog Days are ending. 2 is news to me that that's here. But given that this one here has been head and shoulders above the rest, we are going to be doing a Moorcraft Season 2. Clearly there's an appetite for it. I know it could all be Harry, but I think it's time. It's been 4 years, I think, since Moorcraft ended. I have to say, I never really considered doing a sequel to any of those old big streams. But you know what? Why not? Yeah, why not? I think it was a good time. It was a good stream. honestly, it's probably one of the best things we've ever done. So why not? Why not eke a bit more out of that? Now, it can't be identical to Molecraft Season 1. And I'll probably need to put my head together on that to like figure out what it's going to be. So, Molecraft, for those who are new to it, I made a page for it. Molecraft Season 2 is one of the few suggestions that don't put you in peril. Yeah, exactly. Oh, thank you for the resubscription, King of Time. That's almost 60 months.
I met Dr. Plum was on my birthday at Groundhog Day, the musical, and they bought me a vanilla ice cream.
Oh, hello, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. I hope you're all well. A shout out to a good Pete. How were the Pete picks? I'm glad that Mike Lee is back. You know, he deserves to be back, quite honestly. Welcome, Mumbles88. Welcome, Gregory. Hello, I hope you're all well. Please join me in following my friend and colleague, Good Pete. Just on the subject, Raiders, for those who have been part of this community for a while, I've announced that I'm doing all 3 of the top ideas off of What Next, because we hit this subscriber goal. The Groundhog Day streams are ending. Rest in peace. Kind of a shame, really. We're going to do a relaxing stream where everything's okay. I mean, I think that's this one. And Molecraft Season 2 is confirmed. I've given it a really big think. You know what? Yeah, today should be a relaxing stream, actually. Yeah, let's chill out. Bring back groundhogging. Put it in What Next, I suppose. How long were you planning on to groundhog? The entire month of February. Basically. We begged for a kindness stream. Put it in What Next? Didn't we vote on a punishment stream in the end? I thought it was Wire Mother. I would have killed you. I'd be fine, honestly. I'd have been unscathed. My view count would have gone down, but you'd come back after the end. You would have unsubscribed, yeah, but you'd come back at the end. You'd be angry. But I feel like I'd be forever bookmarked in your mind, you know, as someone who was brave. I'd consider the relaxing stream to be a kindness stream. That's good. And we'll be kind to each other as well, maybe. What is a kindness? Could we just be clear? What is a kindness stream? It was flip a coin for punishment or kindness stream. I think that's called Molecraft Season 2. I think what you're describing there is Molecraft Season 2. You're already bookmarked as someone who's brave. Thank you, Kruger. How did I earn that? Thank you for your pro-kindness stance. Yeah, I think we all have a pro-kindness stance. It's a bit funny, episode 2. Well, do you know what? I watched ahead and there's a problematic joke in it, so I didn't want to watch. If anything inspired groundhogging, it was that I didn't want to watch episode 2 because there's a problematic joke in it. And I thought that would take away from... And I thought if only there was another way we could watch episode 1 again. And then I thought, what if we just did everything again? So I can confirm we are going to do Molecraft Season 2. Now, I know it's been 4 years since Molecraft, so a lot of you don't even know what it is. Molecraft was arguably, maybe not like the pivotal stream, but definitely one of the pivotal streams. Molecraft is returning. So Groundhog Day started as a result of enjoying it a bit, but without being cancelled. It's more complicated than that in reality. Let's just call that one brushstroke towards a masterpiece. Hello, Immoral. How are you doing? How's the course? How was your exam? Had you failed success? Molecraft was before my time, but it can be in your time now. Here's all you need to know about Molecraft. I've popped it in this link here. And also I'm going to read it out right now. So this needs updating because it's not long enough. I just made it this morning. Molecraft was a collaborative Minecraft live stream long play that took 7 months between November 2020 and May 2021. And it had 3 important factors. There was a server made that everyone had access to at all times except for me. And I would go in only during the streams. And so it was like there was a whole world that was taking place, but I was only ever glimpsing it, and then I would log in and it had changed. Now, a core thing you need to realize is that this was during like lockdown and people had a lot of time and people were a little bit insane. But it did set up the dynamics I think everything had going forward. There was a big, we'll cover everything, I think. The next thing is that after we'd done a couple of streams and we'd established what was going on, a vote would be taken from everyone to say, what's the objective of this stream? That was useful to like determine the scope and like what our motivations are within the game. And also like, when would this ever end? And lastly is that there was a wheel of random events that could help or hinder. And people were allowed to come up with ideas to add to the wheel. And if people donated, they could spin the wheel. And MonoDB was a permanent friend and helper who would kind of administrate things. One thing that probably needs to change is that Mono certainly can't. I will speak to him, but preemptively, let me say, Mono was already snowed under with Molecraft at the time. And I also, due to the format, couldn't really help because I had to be kept spoiler-free from things. I think there needs to be a world where I can help in some ways, but I can still be surprised. What percentage was infuriating or tricking Sean? Mostly people wanted to induce, well, we'll talk about what it was. So, unlike stream 2 or 3, chat was asked, what's our objective? And they said it is to take 7 of every animal to the moon. Now, that's not possible. We did it, obviously, but it's not actually possible to do that. And since it's not possible, we got really, really bogged down. Could we make the text slightly less legible? Okay. The colorblind accessibility monitor is logged on, as well she should. Let's flip over to what it should actually look like. Is Molecraft modded? Originally, modded in what sense? It didn't have any commercially available mods made by other people. There were things made within it for Molecraft that didn't exist elsewhere beforehand. When we started, it wasn't modded. And by the end, I think you have to say some things had happened. No, more so like sort of like command block exploit stuff. It was Bedrock. I don't know if this one will be Bedrock or Java. I want to read up on this new one. Might be modded, and it might be modded by me. Well, the thing is, Bedrock can access Java now. So I think it doesn't matter as much as it used to be. Hasn't Java been abandoned? No, Java still has complete parity. Both forks of the game, both versions of the game are maintained. This is a poster that was made. Very important poster, kind of depicting all the main key points. The coconut is a holdover from Mean Machine Season 2. This polar bear was a holdover from King Mall. Some things are sort of left over from other things. You know, I don't... WAP was a really important part of it. I don't know how to explain the culture of Molecraft. WAP was very, very important. Do you know, I have seen, I don't have anything that serves as a full recap, but Dr. Plem has made a video that I'd like to show, which helps explain a single arc. So as time went on, it felt less and less like a game of Minecraft and more like Minecraft was being used as like a Lego set to make a sequence of like trials and tribulations for me that I didn't want to be a part of, but were like very heavily scripted, like I was being beamed into a Truman Show like scenario, but then I was clipping through the walls. Yes, you know what? That's it. If it's the Truman Show, but Truman himself can clip through walls, that's probably the closest elevator pitch for Morecraft you'll get. But yeah, literally I once, well, a couple of times clipped through walls. So to very begin with, we had this wheel of possible events, and it was stuff that was quite modular and minor and easy to understand. It was things like you might set on fire at small intervals, or occasionally you'll be encased in randomly spawning water. But towards the end, things on the wheel might be like, you have to go into this multi-layered dungeon. We have built an entire area which is heaven and hell, which you need to go in like Orpheus to rescue your friend who's this squid. But it's like staffed with like NPC staff members played by the community who all want things and have their own motivations. It's very, very complicated. The whole thing is on a playlist here. It's 7 months of streams. And yet it's only like, it was weekly. So it was like 20 to 22 streams. My webcam looks a lot worse, and like the video quality of the video quality is worse. But it more than makes up for that than with some unknown X factor. But there was a video made that charted the Columbo saga, which I'm going to play now. This was made by Dr. Plem. I don't think I come off in a good light here. So for some reason, in order to it became, rather than searching for animals in the world, animals would kind of be dispensed as rewards in return for like quests or, you know, good behavior. I was very stressed a lot of the time. Yeah, interesting that you of all people would notice that, Harry. That was the beginning of a dynamic that I'm glad we've put behind us, but we were adversaries for a while. I'm glad we've grown past what Morecraft did to us. So at some point, I had to build a gigantic statue of Columbo, but so did the community, and something would happen depending on who did the best statue. That's as good as I can remember, but there is a recap video of the Columbo saga. Okay, that's not the right audio. Probably it's this one. Have you ever seen Columbo? Do you know there's a statue of Columbo in Budapest? Anonymous has tipped £2.50. Build Columbo statue. I hate that suggestion. Thank you for your donation.
The MacGuffin will not be unlocked until you have built a statue and the community have built a considerably bigger and better statue.
I was so little, wasn't I? They're going to do it, you know. Look. They're going to do it. This sucks.
Air traffic control, kind of equivalent to what I do. Thinking on your feet, comms, pickle gift. Do you have any birch? I died and I lost all my birch. You've taken your sword out. That's dirt. Do you think this sponge looks like oh, what's it called? Like a French coat? Have I misheard trench coat? No, no, there must be something called a French coat. Yeah, a French coat! No, these are coats made in France. High pressure, danger. Why is there fire everywhere?
You're going up really high on a single layer of scaffolding, anything could happen.
Oh! Protocol, a lot of rules you gotta know.
Oh,
I
don't
can't.
need rules.
Yes, you do.
Someone drops off a little booklet,
Hello, Vince.
some rules in, and all I do is just follow them.
A lot of funny stories. I didn't have more trouser options than the humble Gene. Associations with terrorism. Oh no! How? That must have been magic. There's no way. That's magic. Someone's in creative mode. That's magic. That's Did you? You did a fill. That's not Minecraft. That's Monocraft. This looks awful. What's Squiddy doing up here? Squiddy, are you part of this? Have you denimed my Columbo? These are solid lapis lazuli blocks. There's no way that cake had them naturally. You have been funding terrorism. I know, it's cut-offs. They're just straight legs. What do you mean what shape they're meant to be? They're just legs. Monjo, what have you done with the... His trousers go way too high. His trousers go way too high. If you really need to have a sculpture of a big shit done by Columbo, it cannot interfere with municipal infrastructure. So I've got to do it for the love of it. Getting owned through my own gigantic Columbo statue is one of the worst owns you can experience. It's so weird. The dreadful life I'm in.
Oh, community Columbo's looking fantastic.
Shut up. Shut up.
I think there's been a defacement of your Columbo.
Where he's got a very big anatomy.
Yeah.
The Columbo statue took me. I know it's not good, but it took me days.
There are two Columbos of equal stature. The thing about my Columbo is it asks the viewer to imagine. So that's that one over here. That's this Columbo.
This days of work.
That is Columbo. Glass eye, cigar. Just one more thing. This is the one I've had to make on my own, despite a lot of sabotage, and it's not as
No,
good.
it's sponge.
Look at his little cigar. And that's not going to be Pat Shorten on their head. He did a good Columbo. This is a dreadful little man doing a shit on a train line. I'm not putting my name to this. Okay, here we go. Time to look upon glory and despair. This Columbo was built by Sean Squiddy Cake and Monjo. Well,
I tried to fix the head. Winko. I don't remember what Winko is, but I remember it being funny.
Columbo was built by the Minecraft community with help from MonDB. Columbo's dog was built by Catherine. We are not affiliated with Sean's Small.
They got the beagle.
One more thing. Oh,
it's
glorious.
so good, isn't it?
Just
It's
glorious.
so
I like to jump with
good.
music caution. I think everyone deserves
No.
to have a real. Can you? Oh. Squiddy! Squiddy!
Squiddy is an important part of it.
Mono,
Squiddy
when you
was
have a
my
chance,
best
can you
friend.
remove Columbo's dick and balls, please? It's back.
Hi, Mono.
I'm not responsible for amendments.
You made a bloody happy hardcore head for him. It's It's not a wise vibe for a scrutinized cake. Just decorating. That's it. I now believe you're up to no good. You need a paper thin hand to
Oh
go
no, I
under
don't
and
like
cross,
this bit.
I think.
I jumped. I got scared. I
See what I'm
thought I saw something. I got scared. Everyone loves this bit, but I hate it. I got scared. I thought I saw something. I didn't. I thought it doesn't matter what I thought I saw. I got scared. I don't want. It's a good video, but I don't like that last bit where I got scared. Oh, thank you for the resubscription, Kate. Very
Happy
much
birthday.
appreciated. Yeah, okay, happy birthday. I thought there was a bug. And then one day there was. One day there was a mosquito. I'm sorry I said it was shit, Red. I didn't like it. Sean, that looked like you saw a rapidly approaching chasm outside the window. I just got spooked, okay? I thought a large insect was nearer to me than I realized. But as it was a pixel in Minecraft. It just moved in a way that reminded me of skittering. It wasn't even a pixel. It was like a large square, actually. I don't like that bit, but everything else was pretty good. So I think we're going to do a season 2 of Molecraft. Mono, if you're just joining us, I don't expect you to reprise your role. Obviously, you're welcome to do whatever you want, but I think we both know you don't have the time or the will, and I have no expectations. But people have requested it. They've requested it very sincerely, and I think the time could very well be right. With that in mind, I would like to do some kind of brainstorming of what we want, what an ideal Molecraft Season 2 would look like for people. So that I'll need some time to ponder. And then even once I have pondered, I could probably still let you in the world while I ponder on. Sunday nights? Why Sunday nights? Maybe I was in an... we don't know what happened, really. At the end of the day, what would be in our ideal Molecraft S2 and MISC? I think we need a MISC. I say whenever's most convenient for Sean. Well, I'll do it Friday nights, I think. I do Wednesdays and Fridays. It'll take one of those, I think. I think a Friday night would be good. We like Friday nights, I think. Molecraft had a lot of smart and useful transport solutions. Yeah, we should do things that make me happy. We like Friday. Yeah, we do. Okay, so I think the essential bits, we should keep as much of the essential bits as we can, right? There's a server, everyone but Sean can get in. Sean can only go in during streams. I think that's an essential characteristic. What did I even write before? What did I put in the page? Okay, okay, this one's the dangerous one. A long-term objective decided by a Twitch chat poll on episode 3. 2 to get set up. It takes a little time in Minecraft just to see what's going on, establish the dynamics. There should be something. We shouldn't decide the objective until we've been in the world, you know? And the third one is a random events wheel that can be added to or spun by chat for money. I will only suffer for cash. I think we can bring all those over. I think we can have all of that. This was always a little bit of not an issue, but like you had to put a lot of thought into how it was very easy for someone to say, could you do this? And while technically possible, it would take like hours of rigging. Hello, Burnsoid. I hope you are well. Kindness Craft. Yeah, we could call it kindness craft. Here is an important question. Is Molecraft Season 2 a direct sequel, or is it a spiritual successor? Is this like, you know, the Final Fantasy series where, you know, it's part of the same chronology, or is it directly following on from the events that occurred on the moon in Season 1? Why not prequel? Directors in Back to the World? Well, let's just think about continuity and canon first. Prequel is funny. Well, nothing's really established at the beginning of the first one. First one starts from nothing. The first one was all a dream. I feel like whatever it is, shouldn't expect people to know what happened in Season 1. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay. Then let's just say it's not. I think that's a compelling reason not to have continuity. There's no benefit, and I'd say at least 50% of the people that will be engaging with it won't know about Season 1. So let's start from nothing. Here are our core principles, and I think that's what determines Molecraft. Well, do you know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's just it. Maybe I don't need to overcomplicate it. This obviously I'm scared of. I've got worries about this. Nobody say what? Nobody say what? No, I'm onto something. Nobody say what? Hello? How do you make it not Sean Torture? Oh, see, don't put nasty events on the wheel. There's no pixel. I don't see a pixel. Is it behind me? What we're looking at here? Oh. Oh, is it still going? Is it still happening now? It's not supposed to be on a hotkey. I don't have a deep voice. Is it still happening? Is it? No, it's good now. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Okay. That's because
I'll be deep now, right? Deep voice. I keep forgetting I've got it. It happens more now by accident than on purpose. Because I don't hear it, you see.
Okay, so this I'm scared of, obviously. That's a source of fear for me, number 2. Number 3, I'm just worried a little bit about it spinning out of control and scope. But you know what? Yeah, fuck it, you know. Every time I let something spin out of control and scope, it is good in the end. Like, things are better for it. Like, the end product benefits from it. Sub-objectives, so we stay grounded. Sub-objectives will sort themselves out, I think. I have it bound to middle click, yeah, which is down. At the time, I was thinking, like, I never click in my middle. And then I'm forgetting about all the apps that actually are like, click in the middle to move. Could the time you spend on run? Well, it depends what it is. The problem is that someone might say to do something and it just takes a really long time. You would, Maggie. Some people would be nice. Some people would be unbelievably not cruel necessarily, but stuff that takes a lot longer than anyone would think. Like go and find or whatever. But you know, maybe. Okay. Straw poll now. Time wasn't kind. Time wasn't kind to me. Time gave me paranoia. Straw poll. Do we discuss it further and get the vibe, or do we just say rules 1, 2, and 3? That's all we need to do. That's what we've got. Just when you've got time, get it going. Do we discuss it, or do we just go, look, there you go. There's Molecraft right there. That's Molecraft right there. Lock in. Yeah, we got it. We're in. All right. Yeah. Yeah, locked in. It's locked. And it's not like Moorcraft Season 1 didn't start one way and end another way. Moorcraft Season 2 will do the same. I think this all works best if it's all decided years before I join the community. Do you think your suggestions are for ill? I thought you've been a positive force on the rudder. I thought the rudder's benefited from your calm hand. But no, I think we've got it. That's what it is. And the thing is, I'll probably get a longer run-up because I want to give you at least a square month in the server before we even start doing anything. So I could get the server going soonish, and then I'll figure everything else out later. But what I'll probably do, I'll make a burner account on Minecraft so that I've got one that never leaves a prison of blocks, of like command blocks and stuff. They're the wizard, but they can't see. They're the blind wizard. Yeah, 900 days exactly. That means you'll get a great run-up. And then my account will just be in active continuity. Albrot's one of the main reasons I'm happy as well. Yeah, if Albrot's one of the main reasons you're happy, can you put AIOOMRIH in the chat? How much is it to run a server? Well, you'll be probably donating for horrible things to happen to me. It's not that much. There's many mail except main. All right, Albrot's just a thing that I know. I'm gonna go back to Albrot is a man that I know. If Albrot's a man that you know, put AIAMTAI. Yeah. If you don't know who Albrot is, just say IDW. Wait, no, IDKWAI. That's I don't know who Albrot is. If you think Albrot is Albrot, put AIA. And if you think I don't know who Albrot is, but I believe that Albrot is Albrot, put IDKWAI Bib Taya. I don't know who Albrot is, but I believe Albrot is Albrot. Okay, so that's where we're at. And now it's just Friday night, okay? I have an obligation to deliver I have a God-given obligation to deliver a relaxing stream after a long week. Why have you gone back to that? Where none of us have slept well, so let's just keep it casual and chill. I haven't slept well. The sleep was good, but they're drilling next door. They're banging. I think if you've got builders on the street, they have to give people on the street bits of wood if they want it. For reasons I don't talk about, I'm in the market for bits of wood. And there's builders up and down the street, and they've got more wood than they need. And I'm just not brave enough to ask for some of it. But I feel relaxed. I could probably do more. Shall I do the dulls? What should I do to make myself happy? I might... I'm gonna bring up a couple of topics. We're gonna shoot the shit. We haven't done enough shooting the shit. We went straight into Moorcraft announcement. I'm gonna vote for this and this. Star jumps in the kitchen always works. For what? Relaxing? Dive in a skip? What, and live there? Do the first 6 entries in Zuma? Would you actually like that, Albrot? Because if I can say, right, just to prove that I do have the ability to reflect, there were too many dulls in the Groundhog Day. I thought they'd ground things a little bit and impose a bit of structure, but the dulls were the worst bit. When I played Kingsfield, and then I died to the squid, and then I went across the bridge and got the fire orb, and then I died to the skeleton that's in the hidden room to the right of the healing fountain on the left of the first cave. That bit was good. I could do that every day for a month. But doing chart dull every time, that was a really bad call. I was a bit tense, you know. You weren't to know because I have a good poker face, believe it or not. But the whole time, I was really nervous on that first stream, being like, everything I'm doing here is going to be said so many times. I think it made me less willing to go on deviations because they'd be like etched into the living history of Groundhog Day. But I think I played it too straight and I did too many dulls. It's a Bit was a good idea, but the dulls really killed it, you know. Fluff. We don't see eye to eye on whether Groundhog Day was good, but my opinion is unshakable. And if life was different, we would be doing Chartdal right now. Do some dulls. I don't want to see anything that was in Groundhog Day. I don't want to see again. I killed them for me. I am a hater. As long as you know it, though, I don't. There's a vlogger. I've been checking in with some of my ethicists, and there is a vlogger I'd like to share soon, but I need to check with some of the Sheffield community if it's okay. It might be, as some call it, too close to home, but if I can unleash them, that could be the rest of our evening sorted. All right, what do I want to do? We could. Do you mind if I do animals? Don't put that in the. Don't put that in the randomizer. How did your exams go? Sorry, I got so wrapped up in Warcraft I didn't listen to your response, Immoral. Have you aced it? Are you the #1 Dutch speaker? All right. See, Dr. Plem got a gigantic animal score, and I really want to see if at least can I break 200. Who here has had a go at the animal list? Listing animals until failure. You passed, that makes you #2. Yeah, after who? Konig Alexander. 293. Okay, I got to beat Albrot. Albrot's the one to beat. We need to beat Albrot. Is this a good idea? Before we go in, is this a good idea? Can I have a link? I'm not going to give you a link until I'm done, because otherwise you'll just listen to my animals and copy me. Do you think you could name 100 neurotypical people in 10 minutes? Do you think you could do that? I don't think I could. I'd go like Einstein. Probably not, actually. Nobody from this chat. I couldn't. Albrot would say he could, but then he'll come out with people like Goku, who obviously has ADHD, and Frieza, who obviously has autism, and Vegeta, who has probably a form of OCD. I'd name my sister's fiance 100 times. That's so good. Just naming the same thing over and over. That's really good. Short man syndrome. Yeah. Do you think that gets you a lanyard? Do you think that gets you the sunflower lanyard? Napoleon syndrome. They should let you on the planes a bit faster. Vegeta's just a brat. Isn't brat a kind of neurological thing? Like, brat's in the mind, isn't it? Having a brat mentality. You're born a brat, right? One does not simply become a brat. All right, I'm prevaricating. So in the back of my mind, I could try to remember all the butterflies in Europe. Okay. Once I go in, you will not hear from me. Well, no, I mean, I won't hear from you. I'm not going to listen to you in case you're saying animals. Isn't being a brat just histrionic? Yeah. Yeah, and histrionia is located in the mind. But it's more of a prick than a brat. What? How I can't. I can't go in. I need to get into the animal zone. Okay, I'm tuning you out. I need animal music. Do you know what? I need animal music. Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. I need animal music. I think I've got a little thing for. Where do I put my music? Where does the music live in here? Oh, it's in this thing called music. Great. What's good animal music? Okay, we're going in. Is it unlimited time? No, that's where it gets hard. Okay, we're going in. Are we in? Oh, that's when I start. Okay. Dog, cat, house, mouse, cobra, snake, of course, adder, grass snake, mole, chicken, turkey, donkey, horse, giraffe, zebra, zebu. Okay, good. Yak, bison, manatee. Boy, I've jumped too far to another kind of animal. Porpoise, dolphin, orca, white whale. No, yes, okay, beluga. That's what I meant. Sperm whale, humpback whale, blue whale, narwhal, penguin, sunfish, anemone, anemone. Never mind. Slug, e-slug, snail. Okay. Clownfish. Did I do horse? Weevil, wheat weevil, weedworm, woodworm, worm, ringworm. No, that's a fungal infection. Big worm, great owl, great eagle, European owl. Okay, barn owl, snow owl, snow fox, snow bear, snow ant, red ant, bullet ant, wasp, paper wasp, hornet, dragonfly, asp, cigarette, alligator, gecko, gex, crocodile. Why did I do gecko in the middle of alligator and crocodile? Jesus lizard, common basilisk, Komodo dragon, panther, lion, tiger, liger, ass, mule, kind of a weird cat. Oh, cat. I don't understand. Germ. No, of course not. Amoeba. Okay. Tardigrade. Why am I jumping around? Tardigrade. Just pick a phylum and just do it all. Dromedary. Okay, great. Jackal. Hyena. Coyote. I do dog. Wolf. Ostrich. Emu. Cassowary. Cormorant. Let's do birds. Cormorant. Heron. Ogret. It's egret. Owl. Little owl. Yes, little owl. Moth. Bat. Butterfly. Chinchilla. Chinchilla. Chihuahua. I don't know how to spell it. Pamplemousse. Sand ant. A sand fox. Sand owl. Sand worm. Yes. Naked mole rat. Hot owl. Bat. Box bat. Vampire bat. European bat. Great bat. Big bat. Dirt owl. Snow owl. Aphid. Ladybird. Pillbug. Centipede. Centipede. Millipede. Ed Millipede. Spider. Cockroach. money spider, huntsman spider, brown recluse, tarantula. You don't know tarantula? Okay. Goliath beetle, ruby beetle. I made it up. Emerald moth. Yes. A huge guess. Unicorn. Medusa. I bet someone's just named something Medusa. Yeah, it's a jellyfish. Portuguese manowar. I don't know. I'm not going to try and spell that again. Did I do snake? Are there round animals? Armadillo. Things that roll into balls. Porcupine doesn't, but it reminds me of hedgehog. Little boar? No, I mean boar. Boar. Capybara. Mandrill. Mandrake? Drake? Yeah, like a duck. Geese. Oh, Egyptian geese. Normal goose. What's the guy who gives babies? Stork. I love a stork, me. Brown bird. Blackbird. Tit. Great tit. European tit. European woodpecker. It's really honestly not. Blue jay. Bald eagle. Did I do heron? Greater crested newt. Okay. Chicken. African chicken. African grey. That's a parrot. Cockatoo? Cockatiel? Wombat. Kangaroo. Wallaby. Okay. Koala. Platypus. Echidna. Human. Baby? An alien? Okay, that's a kind of moth. Moon bear. Yes, great. Sun bear? Great. Night bear? No. Polar bear. Polar bear. I said snow bear probably. Wood ant. Great. Wood bird. Great. Groundhog. Can I put it in again? No, people won't stand for it. Hope you're having fun over there. I just know you're going to say... Did you say worm? Okay. Thinking what you might be saying. What would I say if I was gym reception music? Gym reception music would say... Worm. We've already had it, Jim. What's left? Nematode. I've put germaphobe. Little animals. What's little? Go from big to small. No, go from big to small. What's big? Rhino. Hippo. I'm at the zoo. What can I see? T-Rex. Diplodocus. Plesiosaur. I'd love to see one of those. Ichthyosaur. Yes, great. Pterodactyl. Dactyl. So slow to write these. What are those guys with the little thumbs and they're always eating plants and they're dinos? It begins with a D, but it's not Diplodocus. It's dinosaur. Okay. Brontosaur. And who's the little guys like Com? They're in Jurassic Park 2. Compy. Okay. The little. Oh, Velociraptor. I have to get over 300. I'm dying here. Velociraptor. Oh, Utah Raptor from Dinosaur Comics. Utah Raptor. There's like something like Tyrannosaur we've already done. Alanosaur? Alanosaur? Isn't there one that's like something like a tyrant, something like Megasaur or something like Scary Saw? I don't know. I can't think of anything now. Saber-toothed tiger. I'm just moving away from dinosaurs because I've just run out of thoughts. Geodude. Shut your eyes. Imagine. Pick somewhere in the world. Ring-tailed lemur. What? Ring-tailed lemur? Ring-tailed lemur? I thought of Madagascar, by the way. Spider monkey. Grebe. Pond skater. Come on, give me a break. Water boatman. Plankton. I don't. Okay. Ornithopteris. There's something like that. Boa constrictor, anaconda, king cobra, black mamba, rattlesnake, cloaca, fish, trout, rainbow trout. It's just going to replace trout, isn't it? Apparently not. Minnow, guppy, leech. What are those worms that live inside you and get huge and then you die? Bee, honeybee, bumblebee, honeybee, bumblebee. There's another kind of bee, normal bee, European bee, snow bee. Did I do wasp? No, I've done wasp. Jackdaw, mockingbird, cuckoo, great ant. I can see that chat's moving. I'm really sorry. I'm thinking about you. I'm not thinking about you at all. Actually, I'm doing my very best. Think about anything else. Oh, stick insect. Cordyceps. That's a fungus, right? There's so many animals I'm not remembering. Deer, ibex, moose. Okay, moose or deer. That makes sense. Help me. Sloth. Tapir. Tanuki. Raccoon, normal raccoon. Crab, horseshoe crab, which isn't really a crab. Coconut crab, spider crab, European crab, jellyfish, like European jellyfish. Oh, box jellyfish, that's real. The sea, gull, seagull, the same thing. Dove, pigeon, wood pigeon, peacock. Animals you have to show off, like a leopard, a lynx, Scottish wildcat. You do. Just let me spell Scottish right. Scottish wildcat, great. Big cats, 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 big cats. Puma. I'm out of them. Mountains. What lives up the mountains? Golden eagle. Mountain goat. Peacat. Gerbil. Hamster. Guinea pig. Vole. Water vole. Fucking rat. European rat. Red squirrel? Is that a different kind of squirrel? Red squirrel? Red panda? Normal panda? Back to squirrels. Grey squirrel. Rodents. The expansive world of rodents. Chipmunk. Did I do that? Chipmunk. What else is out there? Snow squirrel? Oh, an eye? Bush baby? Chimp? Orang? Ootang? Bonobo? Gorilla? White back gorilla? Like white silverback gorilla? Oh. Okay. Mandrills. What else is there? I don't remember them. I don't know what they're called. I don't have the recall. Na'vi? Okay. If I could break 200, that's good. Oh god, I'm running thin. I'm running thin. Dust mite. Under the sea, under the sea, under the sea, under the sea. Eel. Electric eel. Moray eel. Cockles. Whelks. Clam. Coconut. Cicada. Igarashi when they cry. Gnat. Mite. Little biting, little horrible tick. Not ringworm. What's the other one? Tapeworm. We got it. We did it, chat. Tapeworm. Hyena? Did we do hyena? Oh. Oh, daddy long legs. And then crane fly. Great, different things, apparently. And then mayfly. Okay, it's different to a dragonfly. I thought they were the same. Frog. Toad. Poison dart frog. Common frog. No. Common owl. Common tit. Yes. Common ant. Common dog. Common worm. Common beetle. Blue beetle. Blue fly. Red fly. Okay, bad strat. No fly. Yes. Okay, hot fly. Dust fly. Sand fly. Oh, camel spider. Horrible, horrible. One of the worst creatures in existence. Do not look at the camel spider. Scared American soldiers in Iraq, apparently. Back on topic. Grub. Okay. Animals. Where have I seen animals? At the zoo, just at the zoo, really. Scorpion. Black scorpion? I don't know any scorpion names. Common scorpion. Okay, just pop myself in a different place in the world. We're putting the pin on my garden. What have I seen in there? A badger, a fox. Okay. What have I seen in my garden? A cat? No, we've done these. Did we do cassowary? Okay. Did we do rhesus monkey? Because they had the cloth mother rhesus monkey. Okay, good. Ankylosaur. Why am I back here? Ankylosaur. Gotta be more in here. I keep thinking of chocolate bars. Chomp fudge swirl. That's no good to me. Okay, in video games, they're always making monsters based on animals. They're all fucking dinosaurs. Dragon. Dragonfly. Dragon. Thunderbird. Oh, man. Oh, Sasquatch, people think is real. Okay, not the couldn't have made this. Like a Scottish Terrier? A Spaniel? Dogs are dogs, okay. I'm running... Oh, giant squid. Octopus. More fish. Sturgeon. What do we get? Doesn't matter what we get. Sturgeon. Big fish like hake or cockerel's just a kind of chicken, isn't it? Okay. Big tuna. Yeah, big fish. We did dolphin, porpoise. We did manatee. Manatee. Okay. Fish. I eat fish. Cod. Sea bass. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go, chat. We're back. All I can think of is the phrase not game fish. Sea bass. Rainbow trout? Oh. Thrush. Thrush is a blackbird. Raven. Crow. Magpie. Corvid's nails. Did I do cormorant? Did I do egret? Did I do pelican? Did I do flamingo? Did I do albatross? Okay, I'm still in it. Sheep! Fucking hell! Cow! Pig! Barnyards! I was in a barnyard. Cow! I see you moving fast. You're probably really annoyed over there. Cow, pig, sheep. There's other things on it. Like a goat. Fucking hell. I did mountain goat. Didn't even do goat. Normal pig. European pig. There's got to be kinds of pigs. There's got to be kinds of pigs. Sheep. There's got to be kinds of sheep. European sheep. I don't know. Common sheep. I'm wasting time. I need to pull something out. Cricket. Grasshopper. Okay, little guys. There's so many little guys. Leaf worm. Is that really not real? It's genuinely, it's not real. Is it really not real? That's really thrown me off. Leaf worm is real. Oh man. Goblin. Snow owl. I'm so stuck. 223 is better than before. Fuck. Okay. Well, we did our very best. Anemone. I'm never going to get that. All right, what were you saying? Let's go up. Let's have a look. Shrimp is good. That's good. Possum, Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, Neurodivergent raccoon. Okay, I'm glad you weren't over here helping. Little owl, still MVP. Yes, that really pulled me out. Tree kangaroo, aye, dingo, human, apes. I did lots of these. Sloths. I didn't do gibbon. I did do Na'vi oracle. They wouldn't let me have it. Pangolin's good. Did I not get baboon? Starfish. Oh yes, that's real, isn't it? Doesn't sound real. Cockchafer. Damselflies. Very good. Have we tried things from the night? Oh, nighttime things. Like what? A bat. Ankylosaur. I knew it was real. Pokemon. Did he add sheep? Has he said cow? Am I right in thinking that was winding you up? Because that was just. It's hard to remember the breadth. But also, as you could tell, I'm not very good at depth. I can dig a 3-animal hole and then I'm done. Very rarely could I find a pathway that would lead to 4 animals. And then for some reason, and this is where I think, this is where I think something's wrong with my mind. I've decided I'm going to do flightless birds, and then instantly, for some reason, I'm like ladybird, cricket, grasshopper. I don't know why those jumps happen. But that is just the operating principle of my mind, and I wouldn't pick it. Who would? Anyway, that was that. Was that in any way enjoyable? Because to me, I feel like I've run a mile. Goblin could have worked. Goblin literally didn't work. But when Unicorn and Alien did, I felt very encouraged, to think, anything's possible. I possibly could have tried more penguins, because I know of Emperor now, 223 is an impressive score. It's really hard. The difficulty curve is perfect, and it's all internal to you, Goblin Shark. You're free associating rather than... I'm not good at categories. It's why I'm so scared of Name a Woman, right? If you can see me doing my best and struggling with animals, which hasn't got any kind of political valence to it, then I think when I struggle to name women in the exact same route, because I'll be like listing politicians and then I'll jump off and say, Maria Sharapova, and that's what will do me in. It's not my misogyny. 58. It's tough, isn't it? I think there's a real memory trick to this kind of recall, and I'd love to learn it. I think it's never too late to build a memory palace. Maybe try the alphabet. Oh, that's so clever. That's so clever. If I just, like a computer, arrange every possible combinations of letters starting with A, I could hard crunch through this in 5 minutes. But we did it. I think we came out stronger and happier than we went in. So I think that's important. Relaxing. Yeah, it was relaxing. Sometimes it's relaxing to go for a run, and I went for a run in my mind through a zoo of every animal I could think of in 5 to 6 minutes. So you admit you have misogyny? No, I didn't say so. No, I haven't said that. I mean, to a sense, don't we all grow up in a misogynistic society? You ever heard of something called the patriarchy, actually, Lambda? You'd hate it, but it's good to be aware of it. The zoo mainly had dinosaurs. Do you know dinosaurs is where they get you? Because we all know a few, but then everyone that's not part of like the main 5 is quite hard to spell. I couldn't spell ankylosaur. I was surprised I got ichthyosaur. They're not easy. But then what's this guy I keep thinking of? There were some guys, they've got the largest collection of them in Brussels Zoo, and they used to believe they were quadrupedal. So they set all the bones in these quadrupedal stances, and then they were like, oh, actually, they're bipedal. But the bones are so old, we've set them all wrong. So I think what Brussels actually has is the largest collection of a set of different skeletons of the same species that are all arranged incorrectly because they're all standing on all fours, which they didn't do. All the other way around. I don't remember. Iguanodon. What are the main 5? T-Rex. I'm just talking Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park set the discourse. The dino discourse has not been able to get outside of Jurassic Park. And I understand why. It is a shame, though. T-Rex, Velociraptor, Brontosaurus. One of them's not real. It's either Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus. I don't remember which one it is. One of them's not real. The one that's real are those two. Pterodactyl. I know, winged reptile, not come on. Pterodactyl. And Triceratops. Thank you, Crispin. How could I forget Triceratops? I think Bronto's fake, Don't want to myth bust Bronto for you, but he's not real. He's not real. He got made up. I was watching Jonathan Creek this evening. And they have that little trope of someone like refusing someone's advances by saying, oh, sorry, you're not my type. You don't hear people say that so much anymore. So my question is, were types real? Like, Are types still real? Were types ever real? No one talks about types now. Types are not real. To me, types feels not real. You buy to have a type? Why can't you have a type of each? You know what I mean? Like, I've got certain foods I like to have for dinner and certain foods I like to have for pudding. I haven't got like one type of meal, you know? You have a type, yeah? People are definitely still talking about types, are they? Hands to the sky. Reach for the sky. I've never watched Love Island. Do they have types? Hang on, aren't they all cut from basically an identical cloth of like normative beauty standards? Isn't their type just conventionally attractive? That's not a type, is it? You can talk about it, but that's not a type, is it? I always thought it was a kinder way to reject someone. Yeah, but you've created this thing. That's the beauty type. That's the beauty. Types takes the decision making out of what? I was always under the belief that attraction comes unbidden from some unexamined part of your soul, some unexamined cleft of the human heart. They're always talking about their type on paper. What you're going to have to really clue me in on this, KOT, because I don't know what you're talking about. Like, if type on paper is like what I would write down on a piece of paper if you asked me my type. So they'd put like good looking, stable income, mentally sound. Like, what do you mean? Who wouldn't put that? Who wouldn't be like, I want someone who's attractive, is fulfilled from their life, is like mentally healthy, able to like self-regulate their emotions, they've got inner peace, they've worked out the meaning of life. Is type the same as preference? I don't know. Those are weak source. What are you talking about, Lambda? I don't like people who are hot as fuck. What do you mean? Because isn't that circular, Oracle? If we accept that, like, there are types, right? And I know that we kind of live in a culture that just like, are like, this is what attractive is, and then everyone else outside can literally rot via soft eugenics. But like, if we accept that actually beauty is subjective, and I believe it is, sorry, Calvin Klein or whoever, it is, then like, if you're saying my type is attractive or my type is hot, isn't that just circular? Isn't that just like my type? I like what I like. We're all beautiful here. We are. Fluff, why do you want that? I know you'll all be emo about this. I want some broken little bird with a broken wing that I can mend. Don't want that. Don't want that. If you're a broken bird, I'll let you want someone who can mend your wing. You can get a manic tricky girl, boy. Manic tricky peen. You can't call them birds. No. I think the I can fix her, him, they trope is bad. You can't enter into something wanting to fix. What I'm saying, and this is really just me being magnanimous, is I will not criticize you if you're broken and you want someone to fix you. I think that you can get fixed. You can be really transformed through a relationship, but maybe some of you can get fixed, but don't go fixing anyone else. You can want a manic tricksy bean girl. You know, who wouldn't like fixing, you know? I don't think anyone's ever fixed me. I think some people have come around and scrambled the dials a little bit. So I've come out a different configuration. I don't know if we know. I don't know if I know if I'm better or worse for it. I didn't feel better, but ultimately I'm on a lifelong mission to grow, and I've been in several relationships along the way. So who knows what they're responsible for. Manic Pixie Dream Girl was the term that launched 1 billion blog posts. Yeah, and now it's Atomic Habits, is it? So just types of... Okay, we've had a completely unproductive conversation about it, but now we've had it. Yes or no in the chat, are types real? I just want to see, are types real, yes or no? No. Emphatic. Yes. Lowercase. Only your types. What do you mean? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yes. Depends what types means. Yes, I suppose it does. Kind of, yeah, yes. Do you know what? I wanted to lay that to rest, but you're right. What are types? Because if you're straight or gay, that's not a type, is it? Sorry, you're not my type. I'm straight. That doesn't ring right. It doesn't feel like you've used the term right, does it? I find redheads attractive. Does that count? That I think is hammer on the nail what types means. Yeah. There's a difference between I have a type and telling someone you're not my type. The idea that you wouldn't date outside of your type seems mad. Like you've created an image of someone in your head, and then you're looking around for someone who's that shape. I don't know. That seems mad. Type doesn't have to be physical, though. Yeah, but can type be a job? Can type, I only want to go out with a mechanic. Is that a type? I only want to go out with someone who's in debt. Is that a type? I'm just checking at what we consider like an acceptable boundary for typing. I date outside of my type, but I still think I have a type. Yeah. What's the difference between type and preference then? Because I think type has to be like an archetype. You know what I mean? What's the thing? 6 foot, blue eyes, works in finance. Yeah, I guess that's a type. Yeah. Do you know a thing that they have? Is this a thing in Japan or is it like wider Asia? I can't remember where this is from, but they have names for face types, and they're named after condiments. Salt face. Do we know about this? Soy sauce face. I think our language around what people look like would be so much more helpful if we had good words for like face types. I think these are the faces here. Not here, not you. These guys, these are the faces. So I think, let me look at the caption that comes with this. And then let me agree to Tumblr's cookies. That is from left to right, soy sauce face, top left, then sauce face, salt face. Can you see my mouse, actually? Yeah, okay, I'll use my mouse. Soy sauce face, salt face, vinegar face, sugar, miso face, mayonnaise face, ketchup face, and olive oil face. I don't know. Maybe the author really likes olive oil face. But we don't have anything like this kind of vocabulary to discuss face. Like, how can we even begin talking about beauty if we can't even describe face types? I think my face is either miso or mayo. Yeah, to a degree. I think this is really wrapped up with like East Asian beauty aesthetics. I think probably like Western men's face probably would leave it on different condiments. Like brown sauce face. Are these not expressions? No, they're all smiling. They're literally all doing a neutral, relaxed smile. So I'd say no. I'd say these are just proportions and contours of the head. Got lard face? Pea wet face. What do you mean we don't talk about look up guides on how to pick a pair of glasses? No. You literally can't make me do that. Do you know, Vince Caramel, I got reggae sauce the other day because I was thinking, oh yeah, it's reggae sauce from Dragon's Den. It's, what's his face? Levi Roots and his completely fictionalized grandmother. It's rank. It's genuinely not nice. It's really not a good condiment from his roots. I definitely know someone who's got chip spice face. Yeah. I used to know someone who used to be part of like a touring punk band who dined out on the fact that they like supported Motorhead on a European tour once, and he looked wretched from it. He looks like he was the pitcher in Noddy Holder's attic, and he worked at Tops Tiles. He was a tiles guy, and he looked like, you know, he looked like if Tommy Wiseau had a brother and his brother was Noddy Holder. He had an incredible face. I love old geezers with folks like that, with heads like that, just mad heads. I'd love to grow into a really mad-headed old guy. Just, you know, this is just for King of Time, really. But when we found Shona and Jodie's dad in that hospital room, he's got just quite a wonderful mad old head. It's all grown out. He looks like a sprig of cauliflower. I'd love to age into a guy like that. His head is very normal. What's the point having a normal head, you know? Yeah, he had a wonderful head. He had a great head. I just think we need more head words. We just need more head words, that's all. Boo to the normal heads? What exactly? Who has the best head? What, like in the world? Who's got the best head in the world? I think that's too much. Give me a week on that one. Grow some mad eyebrows. I've always, listen, if I could be vain for a moment, I've always received a lot of compliments on my eyebrows. It's the one part of my anatomy that seems to no one's ever had an issue with. And they're perfectly sort of even and level. But lately, one of the hairs keeps growing really long. I get one really long eyebrow hair that snakes around. It makes me look surprised. It goes all the way up here and then back down. List heads until failure. Yeah, my head, your head, snow head, common head, European head. I don't pluck, I chop. I've tried to pluck with my bare hands, but I can't get the grip. I don't think I've got it now. Hang on. Do I have it? Is there? Hang on. I don't know if I've got it right now. Is my view flipped? Do I have it? I don't know if I have it. I think it's sorted itself out. No, I'm not getting to. Come on, robot. I don't think I'm on the cusp of phrenology. I wonder what the closest belief to phrenology I have is. What's the closest thing I believe to phrenology? Thank you, Lambda Girl. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't. What this? Yeah, it's not there. We're good. I don't think I have something that's close to phrenology. I was trying to think about anything you could determine about someone's personality from any physical attribute they have. Oh, do you know what, actually? I met a guy once who clearly had a lot of healed stab wounds in his face, and he turned out to be very aggressive. But that's not, you're not born with that. That's not genetic. So I guess my other example of a guy with a teardrop tattoo who turned out to be a wanker also isn't, that doesn't count. I do believe in types of categories. I believe in the 4 elements. I believe that everything ultimately boils down to the 4 humours. What if they were born with stab wounds? That's really sad. That's really sad. Someone's trying to stab a baby. That's just like observing things and inferring someone's past from. That's Sherlocking. Yeah. That's the closest belief I have to phrenology. Sorry, I'm not admitting to being a phrenologist. I'm not. Oh, ether. Come on, Oracle. Blood, black bile, yellow bile, and phlegm. The way to remember them is that they map on perfectly to the 4 humours theory is only a few steps away from phrenology. Do you know how I remember the 4 humours? You know, a lot of people say, well, the four humors and the four temperaments, they were used a lot in like classical drama. They were believed to be like the theatrical archetypes. And I know this is a bit 80s and I know it's a bit Ready Player One, but these guys, this is choleric, right? Raphael's choleric. Then is it sanguine? Sanguine is Michelangelo. Then I think Donatello's melancholic and Leonardo's phlegmatic. That's the way to remember it. They all look anxious. They're probably looking at Shredder or something, you know. They're always looking at something off screen. Sanguine is Raphael. No, choleric is Raphael. Let me read you out choleric. Choleric temperament meaning. Hi, Bird. I'm explaining the four classical humors. Extroversion, assertiveness, and a strong will. Oh, this is all. This is called psychiatriccentral.net. Choleric people get angry really easily. They're hot-headed, you know. That's what it's all about. Bird, I did animals, but I only managed to get like 226 or something. Do you like beetroot, Rickard? I'm a big beetroot head. I love beetroot and I love rhubarb, but I've never put them together. With a head type there? Yeah, you're right. Oh, Bird. Do you think types are real? Like when people say, this person's my type, like romantic types. Not a bad go. Thank you. 25 of each humor. Oh, that would be good. Bread Santa has found a glop chomp. Are these the four humors? Hang on, I'll bring this in. I don't understand it at all, but I'm going to bring it in. I'm not bringing a Jafif. Can't even bring in a Jafif. All right, no Jafif. I'll open the image in a new tab. This was made ages ago. I don't understand it, but don't worry if you don't. They could be prejudicial. Yeah, like phrenology. Who's this guy? It's just a laughing businessman. Nothing to worry about, really. All right, what do people want to do? I mean, we've been here an hour and a half at least. Shall I pop on a game? Do we want a game? I'm not doing Scrandle. I've done my dulls. My dulls was naming animals intensely. You're studying? Yeah, do you want me to memorize? Game time. We got one for studying. We've got one for game time. Can we do zoomed in for the 9th? The 9th, what? The 9th of February. Die to the squid. No, you don't want that, do you? It's the holy feast day of St. Valentine tomorrow. Okay. Game. Zoom out for the 9th of... All right, I'll do zoom out for the 9th of February. And then... Is it going to be Disco Elysium? I don't know what this is. Hang on, not this. Not this. Bird, you should get some Ramona's hummus. You should get some Ramona's spicy jalapeno hummus. I'm not taking out all my teeth, but thank you for thank you for the interest. Metal Gear Solid Revengeance? I haven't played Revengeance. I have no particular reason to believe it is, but I wouldn't. It's not Metal Gear Rising. Why are people even mentioning Metal Gear? I'm not getting any Metal Gear energy from this. I don't know what this is. Look at this bit of foliage or whatever it is in front here. This is very pixelated. Would people want me to take out all my... Just so I know, this is more like it's an advisory referendum, but would you want me to take out all my teeth? Like, would that make you happy? Do orange. It's got a road sign, so we got to think driving. No, that's good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, don't worry, I'm not going to do it, obviously. I would find it a hilarious bit, but I find it actively triggering to watch. I find it actively triggering to think about. Not triggering, I don't have any trauma related to teeth, but I would if I pulled them all out on air. Thank you for mentioning my skin tone. I think that's your belief closest to phrenology oracles. Can the four humors be modded into Minecraft? I think so. To be honest, if our community joins, they'll be there and they'll be there in spades. Metal Gear Revengeance. I don't know. Why did Robot want me to do this? No, Robot wanted me to do it. So what does that mean? Well, Robot's been watching Metal Gear with me with Bread Santa. Wow. Who got that? Well done. That's really good, Preston. That's of such a generic bit of background as well. That's really impressive. Not gaslit, just doubted. We got to draw a line between... You didn't ask for this? What did you said? You said do the 6th. You said do zoom out for the 6th, isn't it? The 9th. Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, 5. Yeah. Right. Well, let's do the ones in the middle as well. I don't have dyslexia. I don't pay attention. But if ever my eyes actually look at the text, it's not dyslexia. It's inattentiveness. I don't know what this is. Half Type 6. Something 6. Something that's so popular you believe I'll get it from the letters H and T. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to inattend unless I disassociate. Oh, you don't know how to, like, attend to the world with the soft touch of the easily distracted. I was just messing with the 9th. What do you mean? You really didn't think... You really, by accident, that's Disco Elysium? The thing that you're constantly saying it's going to be? I don't know how to disassociate. Why does anyone want to disassociate? Listen, to the degree I can be a good influence on anyone, it's not a good idea to disassociate. You should be here on Earth with us, with the rocks and the concrete and the suffering. You should be here weeping in the streets with us. To cope with trauma? Yeah, fair enough. I know someone who disassociate just to go for a run. They just found it so arduous. They just completely go. And then they just arrive back home. Absorbing all things at once sounds like a lot. The HT... Oh, I see. I thought you were just being like, that'll be HT6, you know. We all know the game. Human Trafficker 6. That's functional disassociation? I don't know. I don't think a doctor would recommend it. I don't think it'd be prescribed it, you know? I don't know. I think disassociating takes a toll. I think you want to be here. You want to be grounded. I spent about 1.5 years regularly disassociating, and I'm glad to be here with the earth, with the bees, with the snow owls, with the dirt ants. What is this? Goddess. I don't know what this... Oh, no, we got a car here. I haven't got a clue. This doesn't look like anything to me. 50-50. Oh, Baldy's onto something. It's Thingy. Yes, thank you. Worm, is it? Worm. Lemming. Some water butts. This doesn't... The Tropic... Oh, no, not Tropico. I think a lot of games. Oh. Just Cause, huh? Just Cause is the shooty Far Cry. What's Just Cause then? Fry Car. Car. What are we doing? Far Cry. Cry Far. It's not. Is it like an early medal, like a Medal of Honor or something? Fry Cry. Shooty game. It looks like an oldish shooty game, like an Xboxy kind of thing. Medal of Honor? Medal of Honor. Vanguard. Sniper. That's not a sniper though, is it? Is it? It's got a big old scope, is it? Well, it's not any Medal of Honor. It'll tell you if you've got like a little bit of the title wrong. Could it be Sniper Elite? I don't know. I don't know any of the big gun games. That looks like a sniper. Let's do Sniper Elite then. Sniper Elite. And if it's Snippet Elite, Sniper Elite. I don't have a clue. Is this Call of Duty? I don't know. I don't know what anything is. COD Mobile? I don't know. Should we try it? Call of Duty Mobile. I trust Captain. Captain's got all their marbles. Call of Duty Mobile. The game was Insurgency Sandstorm. A rare L for the Zoom Out team. Right, we'll do this one and then we'll put a game on, I think. I've never heard of this game. Me neither. It means nothing to me. This chair is familiar. Yeah, Seventh Guest, is it? Chair. Where have I seen a chair before? God, what game's got a chair in it? Where would I find a chair? Psychonauts? Their chairs are Wibblia, I think. Amnesia? Yeah, the chair descent. I mean, it could be. I mean, the joke I was encircling is that there's loads of chairs. There's one behind you. I think this might be on a screen. What do you mean, Lambda? Has the vibe of looking like a CCTV feed? Has anyone played a Five Nights at Freddy's? That's the only thing I can think of with CCTV in it. But I won't look at it because I've heard the fandom is young and annoying. I played Freddy Fart Bear game. Did you enjoy it? People like the end credits song. This might be on a screen. Five Nights at Freddy's Chair Night. They're adults now. How adult are they? And the creator is Scum? Well, okay, all the more reason not to play the Fart Bear game. Does FNAF have chairs? I don't know. Isn't it set in a restaurant? Isn't it set in a Chuck E. Cheese-like thing? They've got to be sitting down to have the pizzas. I'm going to put Five Nights at Freddy's in. 1821? Yeah, that's about the smallest amount of adult you can be while still being an adult. It's just a chair. It's just a chair next to a bed. It looks... It's not going to be this. Oh, what's it called? Haunting Grounds? It's going to be a horror game, right? There's only ever chairs in horror games. Wow! Come on! I know it was on the second one, but that's pretty good. That was pretty good. I didn't see the dog. That's pretty good. Well, you're joking around, Lambda, but what do you see right here? What do you see right here? All right, well, I've done that chunk. Okay, look, I promised everyone a relaxing stream where we'd have fun. But I'm going to pop on a game that I want to play. Thanks, Spiffing. I knew I could rely on you for a little bit of moral support. Moorcraft's coming back. Everything's going well. No rage. No fear. I'm putting on a game that I enjoy. Roll it. And then I'm going to enjoy myself. Is it an early FromSoft? Yeah, one of the earliest. Now, I'm going to put on Angeline Era. And I'm going to play a bit of it from the beginning so I can say, this is a good game. Take a look at this, everyone. Wahoo wahi. Yeah, and also thank me for being kind to me as well. If I don't look after myself, then I can't look after you. I can't give you my good advice. Can I ask a question, by the way? Because I know I'm an influencer these days. I just want to check in on something. Do you think I'm a good influence on young men? Like, I haven't thought about that before, but do you think, can I take a pee break? Should we all take a pee break? Listen, ponder that question. Ponder the question, do you think I'm a good influence on young men? And then we'll come back and then we'll play Angeline Era. Yeah? How long do you need? Do you know any? They're always looking at me. They can see me through my living room window. I should shut the curtains, really. Yeah, should we take 10? Should we take 5? Let's take 8. Let's take 8 minutes. 8 minutes, meet back here, and then we'll relax, okay? No, 8 minutes, Preston, okay? I've compromised already. See you then. We are so back. This is about as back as it gets. I hope you're well. I hope you are running on empty. I hope the music is not too loud. Seems a little too loud. No more burger. And seemingly also no screen. A little bit of screen, please. Cream tea and a biscuit, please. Yes, it is, isn't it? We are so back. Press A, buddy, I'd love to. Can we get this on like full screen off, but or do we want 4:3 mode? That's quite tempting. Hell yes. Yeah, wow, we're gaming. All right, let's get you over there. Let's get you over here. Although you've given me 4:3 mode, and I like that, but your logo's not centered anymore, so I'm going to take you out of it again. Oh, now you're too little. You're so confused. Just grow up. You've absolutely baffled yourself here, buddy. All right, full screen. Why are you still little? Why are you so confused? Oh, man. I think it's just quit. Quit. Reload it. Let's just... Oh, I see. Actually, no, I'm really confused. Why can't you see yourself? Is every game like this now? We'll make it work. I just don't like... Full screen off? Something's happened and it can't capture the game anymore. What if I make an entirely new browser capture? Okay, I'll just call this temp. Can this even see it? It's looking at the folder that it's installed to, but it's not like seeing the window, but the window... I mean, it was on. It was on. I don't know. Maybe I can't do it. Maybe it just can't be found. Well, thanks for tuning in. Really? Yeah, I don't even want the next one stream to view this. This runs so different to how I want. Okay, weirdly, oh, it's gotten really confused with there being a folder open. So the folder's shut, but it's still looking for that folder, but the folder doesn't exist anymore. I think this is like a whole new error. I think this is a whole new error. Like it's captured a thing that's not on anymore. I think this is a whole new OBS error. We found a new one. Oh, I'll just share my display. I just know it's not good practice, you know? It's not good practice to share your display. I did that like... I turned the folder off. It's just that there was a folder and an executable with the same name. I think it really confused it. Okay, display, you're up there. I do like this. Great. Now, just to relax. I'm going to play on normal difficulty. That's right. I'm here to relax. This game's made a wonderful impression on me, and I think it's very nice. It's about a guy named Tetz who's been blessed by an angel for some reason. I haven't defeated the tech error at all. I'm advancing in a way which is non-ideal because I don't know how to fix it. Foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head. That's so true. Ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? We're just gaming. The fish are here. There's only one thing you really need to know about me. I was called here by an angel. Do you know what I mean? We're just cutting to the heart of what's going on here. I relate to that a lot because that's the only thing you need to know about me as well. This is Tet's character design. So just straight away, I think this is a wonderful design. Look at his salaryman's tie and collar poking out above the breastplate. You've just got to give it its due. As an art form, do you prefer stand-up or games? It's apples and oranges a little bit there, I think. You know. Prefer knock-knock jokes or crosswords? I don't know. I've never thought to compare them. The human says, the fish, I know the fish. And then we're in the game. And then we're just here. We're going. And then we're straight away, we've got a big sword that we immediately... We stick our hand on the pommel the moment we start walking. Here's our house. Well, not a house. This is our bunk inside the ferry. And if we want to touch them, we bump into them. It's a pure bump combat game. That's right. East books 1 and 2 are back. Fish, I know the fish. If you want to get in a door, you have to strike it by bumping into it. Human, nice muscles. Won't want to take you in a fight. Yep, fine. Just some dialogue. You can jump. Okay, no one in here. Just the moment I just turned this on and saw that this was how you move around and do all this, I was just jumping up and down like a mandrake, like a bonobo, like an orangutan, like a mandrill, like a lemur, like a spider monkey. Why come in here? There's something outside. It's good, isn't it, Jim? I knew you'd like it. Sometimes I put on different games just because I know you're in the chat, Jim. You're one of my taste twins. You're really here for Goblin Hours. But this is not Goblin Hours. This is not a dungeon. This is light. It's airy. It's pastels. You kill by bumping. You bump to kill. Just like in real life, really. Yeah, they're called the Fae. And you could double jump. And you can kill the fish. And then we'll do our first boss. And the first boss was when I was like, this has the juice. What is a bullet but a fast bump? Exactly. Bullets are when you get metal to bump on your behalf. But what if you don't want to outsource the bump? And then the moment I was like, this is the first boss fight. You know, what more could you want from a game, honestly? I think this honestly is the future. Balatro could never be this, you know? Balatro's not even trying to be anything like this, and it shows. I first started playing this on hard mode, and this just was too hard to do on hard mode. Ow. It's very doable on normal. Is this better than Leighton Live? I've never been to Leighton Live, actually. Late in Live's bad now, isn't it? Isn't it really commercial? Late in Live hasn't been good since like 2004 or something. Are you going to watch UK SNL Oracle? And if you are, can you tell me if it's better or worse than Tetris? Okay, are we done? No. I don't remember this one. I don't remember this one. Oh, okay. Jump. 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 Oh, you got to jump when they're up, I think, and that's how to live. Or walk when they're down. Have you played much East, Jim? Any East heads in? I've been trying to get a bit of understanding of East last year, which has opened me up to glorious titles like this. Just listen to the music. Is the music loud enough? Are the levels correct? Even US SNL has a 1 in 10 hit rate. When you Redux, it's good. Would you rather have John Bishop or Breath of the Wild? I mean, John Bishop's never been one of my guys, to be honest. Definitely be worse. I'm still optimistic. Worse than Tetra. Well, I should have picked a different game. Do you think that the UK SNL will be better or worse than game that you'll definitely know but isn't really regarded as very good? Hogs of War. You could have a crack at an East. If you wanted an easy ride into the East world, I think Origins isn't a bad start. But if you want to go full Goblin, start on East Books 1 and 2. Music could be louder. It is a very good soundtrack. I've been listening to it. But I think I need to witter over everything, so I might leave it where it is, as long as you can hear it. Hogs of War is gold. I don't disagree. But it's not... I don't know. I wonder what its Metacritic is, you know? Knowing how to say it is probably more than half the battle, honestly, Jim. The amount of people who let their pants fall down in public by saying yes or yes or something. I used to say yes as well when I was 23. Sorry that I keep singling out 23 to be the age of innocence and immaturity. No offense to the 23-year-olds we have in. Fluff's saying it's racist, actually, Hogs of War, Lambda Girl. So, do you want to retract anything? This is what it looks like when an angel visits you. I don't think you can make a thing like SNL good with good comics. I just think it's been tried a lot of times. I think you can't make it work. It's like airlifting something from another place another time. You couldn't make SNL now in America. If SNL didn't already exist in America and you pitched it, it would flop. I don't think it's a reflection on the talent they've got in. I just don't feel it resonating. We've got a really weirdly divided culture overall, but especially like in entertainment. You need to at least have had at some point some kind of like monocultural mass appeal like SNL was able to get in like the 70s and the 80s. And also it was grounded on like this like upswell of like improv comedy being this new exciting art form. And I know that SNL isn't improv, but it drew from those schools of emerging talent. Here, it's drawn from like theatre, people who kind of make a career for themselves on TikTok and stand-ups. It's not even like... I just don't know how it'll feel cohesive. But moreover, I think 3 SNL-type shows have been tried in Britain before. And people have made a really good go of it, and I just can't see it working. I think it's built from, we have a big product in another country, Let's just put it in here. And I think in particular, comedy has never converted across the Atlantic very well. It's like soap operas. Obviously, I've been watching Corrie a lot lately, and I'll keep talking about Corrie until the day I die. But you couldn't make a soap opera now. If one's already going, you can keep it going. But if soap operas didn't exist, I don't think you could pitch them and get them on. I think some things exist in their era, in their time. And we don't have any romance for SNL. In America, I think a lot of people would say SNL hasn't been good for decades. But there's like a romance and a myth making about it of Studio 50 and these great emerging talents who you're later going to see in like film and TV. And some of these people will change the world of comedy. They'll change the world of cinema, you know? I just don't think you could build that up here. They made Scandinavian West Wing, and it was all right. What's the last new soap that's lasted? I don't know. Hollyoaks is newer than a lot of them. I know that's not new, but the newest one I can think of. Yeah, like was Will Ferrell through there? Adam Sandler was through there. Like loads of big names. Holy servant boy, midwife to the revolution, attend the pains of birth. That's so me. Monsters roam the dusk. Sun dimmed by the intersect of Gaias. What's a Gaia? Attend the bicones that they bear. This is how Red Quixote's been talking in the chat for like 3 weeks now. The ninefold bicorns keep them safe. A Gaia's like a whirlpool. It's pretty good. Quicken the mind of history, the struggle from darkness to light, and sing to us the dawn of a new era. You know what I mean? I just think the energy coming out of this thing's really good. I just think it's got a vibe, you know? Anyway, we need the bicorns. There are MacGuffins, hey? But I must fight for peaks of the future. I must answer the angels of Era. You just gotta respect a little guy like that. You just gotta respect a big, shiny, melty logo. You know? Some things you just gotta grab with both hands and say, yum, yum, thank you. All right, shall I read the Malazan? You know, I've never really got into Lord of the Rings. I never really got into Lord of the Rings. Read it as a teenager, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about any of this. I think I should become a proper fantasy head, you know? Malazan. I trust you, Red. All right, how many books are in it? Like, how big of a commitment is it? How big of an undertaking is it? Oh, careful. He's saying, what was that? Something fell out of the sky and landed on this hill. I can bump. Hold Y in suspicious spots to search for levels. This is a lovely system that this game has that I think is so silly and so wonderful. If you want to find levels on the map, you have to look for them with a magnifying glass. I don't really know why they want this, but I like that they want it. 10? Okay, sure. I know how many books are in Lord of the Rings. Red Quixote's recommended Malazan to me. How many books are in Lord of the Rings? Oh. Oh, Lambda's come in with the correction. Right, now we need to go on our journey. Bash, bash. This to me, my gaming taste, I think this is right in the middle of it. You know, this is the bullseye for me. Low poly, great atmosphere, looks a bit like a demo disc, but has the optimism of the Dreamcast. Kill. It's sort of channeling Japanese video games from 1986. Food gives extra health. Eat food at mirror table. Food is gone after eating. That is life. See what I mean? You can screenshot any dialogue box from here. Oh yeah, if I see, the thing is, I only go in now if I go in with a completionist's like furious gaze. So I would be reading Silmarillion. Silmarillion recontextualizes all of Lord of the Rings, right? Lovely. A little bit of food. I did read the 5th season books and I did enjoy them. But they didn't, I have to say, I enjoyed them. They were fine, but they haven't left the largest traits in my memory. I remember the gist and the rough outline, but I feel like ultimately nothing too stand out. Up here? No. That's what winners look like. Always winning. I think I recommended them. I tried to get Jambo to read them. I think we're both doing our best to try and read more. Although she's been succeeding. I've been playing video games in the evening. Oh. No. I liked the first 3 Assassin's Apprentice books. I think the most reading I've done as an adult in recent memory is when we were doing Mandos. Become a master of fate, understand the eye gates. Okay. I was reading, just constantly reading like Verso books and repeater book stuff and Zero book stuff. Always having to like do some amount of research for the next episode I was working on. And I think just cramming loads of pessimistic non-fiction has just given me some bad reading associations. I know that people who've had to read for work for any reason end up like reading for fun less. I think that's why Jam had to sort of relearn reading for pleasure after doing academia for so long. See, what I'm trying to get into, Fluff, is low dopamine hobbies. I think I don't want anything to hijack my dopamine ever again. I say while collecting trinkets in a fantasy universe, unlocking new bits of a map. When will I learn, hey? What's the Jakarta method? It's an angel. Angels in this have snouts, so they're mildly furry coded. Yeah, I don't really know how to do it. This is Angeline era. It came out last month, and I think it's really good, Mono. Look at this guy's outfit. I think it's going to be one of my 2026 hits. Yeah. I'm not saying books are low dopamine. I'm trying to when Fluff said the Silmarillion is dry, I'm saying perfect. That means I won't get dopamine from reading it, but I'll still be reading a book, but I won't be enjoying myself, and therefore I won't be You know, the thing is with dopamine, you become reliant on it. I think my need to have dopamine, you know, I'm going to outgrow it. There are some people who walk around with their hands behind their back looking at flowers and saying, that's nice. Oh, is that a chrysanthemum? That could be me, you know. As it is, I'd be like, who cares, you know? That's for bees to worry about. You love dopamine, King of Time. You wouldn't get any in Groundhog Day, just by the way. Dopamine comes from novelty. It is the Anodyne people. Yeah. I played a bit of the original Anodyne. Did not click with it. But back then, the thing is, I think the reason I didn't enjoy the original Anodyne is because I needed dopamine. I think Anodyne wouldn't give you the dopamine I wanted. Wouldn't give me the dopamine. This gives enough dopamine, but I don't need as much anymore. So I can look at the colors and I can read the story. Is there anyone here who's not just gung-ho for dopamine? Anodyne wasn't Anodyne. It was good. I think I was too Anodyne for it. You know, I wasn't ready. Isn't dopamine not actually a happiness chemical, but more like I think it makes me happy chemical? What's the distinction between what's like? I think you might need to elaborate on that distinction for me to understand you better. All right, enjoy your different dopamine, Rosemary. What's dopamine? Actually, I don't think you would like it. Mono, you're the only person here that I'm like, I don't think it would suit you at all. Serotonin. Is serotonin the one that you get from... What's the one you get from exercise? What's the one that makes you happy after you do a lot of exercise? I'm happy because I have dopamine. Yeah. I think drawing a distinction between dopamine and endorphins. Oh, yeah. You know what? Endorphins are really mild. Exercise is endorphins. I think it's serotonin from Red Bull. You're thinking of taurine, I think. I think you're thinking of taurine. We got a boss? Hell yeah. Look at all these polygons. Endorphins are a category. See, I was looking it up and it says you get endorphins during the exercise itself, but I thought you were supposed to be happy after the exercise. Because when I'm doing the exercise, I'm bored normally. I'm doing a repetitive action for my health. Although I'm planning on putting more, I'm always up for more media that is compatible with like exercise. I've been listening to Beth's Dead, the podcast. Did anyone listen to that? We can't really talk about it because talking about it all involves spoiling it, but I'm intrigued. It reminds me of something that could happen to me. Feels like I'm vulnerable to that kind of thing. Oh my god. Stop. Kill? Kill you? No. Kill? Don't. No. And then this. Okay, good. And then that. And then that. Kind of don't want that. Yes. No. Oh. Uh-huh. No. Oh, you're just continually running, right? I get you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm with you. I follow. Yep, I get it. Uh-huh. Yes. I don't see many openings here. Ow, I'm dead. This is like an Elder's Ring boss. Yeah, this is like the boss from Elder's Ring. Big tree Sentinel. The herb tree. What about wanking? Do you get serotonin from wanking? I think we could discuss the benefits of wanking. I listen to a lot of D&D podcasts. Do you know what? Strangely, I've never been able to like vibe with D&D podcasts. I don't know why. This is not normally a thing I say because I don't honestly like. I'm gonna say it has theatre kid energy, but that's weird for me to say because I spend a lot of time in the arts and a lot of people that I know and like have theatre kid energy. You know, I'm actually friends with a lot of theatre kids in a very literal way. But I don't know what it is about the D&D podcasts. They're either people who are very, very dry with it and they like the numbers that appear on the dice, or they comport their storytelling in a way that I find just an absolute anathema to happiness. And I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what they're doing wrong. I don't know what it is. I just can't be doing with it. I'd love to find... I spent at least a year looking for a good D&D podcast. D&D feels a weird... No, I think... To me, it seems like a perfect spectator sport. It's like an improvised, evolving story with randomization thrown in. To me, it actually honestly seems so fertile. I just can't get... I haven't found one I've got into. And I've listened to over a dozen. The form of meditation. It can be. We're back on wanking now, right? I assume. Just trying to link each comment to whether it's about D&D or wanking. I love just doing a boss fight, you know? There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with doing a boss fight. I am going to get more aggressive now, I think. I think the trick to a boss fight is if you can kill them faster, you have less opportunity to be hit. Seems obvious now, but lots of people don't think about it. Ow. Ow. Feel those hits. That means they'll be dead sooner. No. Yeah, good. And I think you're going to do that. Yep. Oh, I need to use all the pillars early because it's going to destroy them all at like half health. See, we're learning. And then we're going to... Ow. Oh, I'm going to die. Okay. Hello, Zone Verdi. Only I can read what you're saying. I think you might be my only YouTube viewer, but hello. But everyone else's benefit, Zone Verdi has said Buddhist gooning. And that's, to me, perfectly adequate contribution. I like the D20 ones because they also have good stage presence confidence. Is that the one I should try? Is that Dimension 20? Is that short for Dimension 20? I know that there are some people who've become full-on celebrities out of the D&D podcasting world. And they seem like lovely people. I just don't like... I just haven't been able to get on board with it. I don't know why. But I think I need to accept I just don't like most things. And not in a... I need to synthesize that I consider myself cheerful and joyful, but I don't like most things at all. The average thing I'm not interested in. Yeah, hit this. And then hide. I'm on it. I think I'm going well. I think this is a PB, a health to hurt ratio. Yeah. 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 Very good. I think I can get some hits in while the skull's out. Yeah, just like that. Uh-huh. Ah. I need to be more careful when I'm... Oh. I think I've probably got this. Nice. Are you interested in Goblin? Bird? Excuse me? Oh, Bird. Can we ban Bird, please? Can we get Bird out of here? I'm not kidding. Get Bird out of here. Do you think it would be good one day if I just randomly banned probably like a third of the people who were the regulars? But like just randomly, not due to any personal prejudices. I think it would be a bad idea, but it would be brave, wouldn't it? I think my problem is that I conflate bravery. I think bravery is a virtue, but I also think it's brave to do things that like just... To me, it's like brave to like stab yourself in the arm because it takes a lot of courage. And so I think, well, that must be virtuous then because bravery is a virtue. Execution stream, yeah, that would be good. Well, I'm not going to ban you then, Fluff. I think I'm on a thin ice with you anyway. I'd only ban the loyalists. Ire causing isn't necessarily bravery. You may have confused poor impulse control. I may have done, yeah. Who would be banned? I'd flip loads of coins. Or it would be like a battle royale. You all need to compete in some way. I put fast mode on or something. There's nothing wrong with being a fair weather viewer. I think I benefit a lot, Fluff. Like, this is a bit of self-knowledge here. I benefit a lot when streaming to know there's a couple of people in that are on the cusp of leaving and never coming back. You know, that reins in my worst impulses. I have at times thought, if I do this or do that, I've got an idea in my head, but I think if I do that, so and so and so and so, that's the last I've ever seen of them. They're gone. And maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, you know. With Groundhog Day, I was thinking it. I was thinking, look, Funky's not here. Like, that's unusual. Funky hasn't really been around since Groundhog Day. And they're normally, like, around. So, like, I am cognizant of what's happened. Well, you don't want what you think you want. You must know that, right? Aren't you an arts PhD? People don't want what they think they want. People want to be confused, okay? They want the theatre of cruelty. They want it. Not in a normal way, in a weird way. It's the death drive, isn't it? Dawn's propaganda? Yeah, we're all propaganda. Everything's propaganda. I saw a sign on my walk this evening that said, "Don't let your dog shit in this patch of grass." That's propaganda, you know. There's no way out of ideology. Even the sunspots on the sun are ideology, you know. Everything's impure. There's no realm beyond your own consciousness, you know. Sorry, but solipsism comes for you all. Maybe not now, huddled in your communities, but in the night when you're scared and you can feel the cold wind on your cheeks, then it will come for you. You realize there's nothing outside your own ideas. You could only clap with your own hands. Would you consider yourself a Brechtian streamer? Do you know, I only looked at what Brechtian is the other day. I remember in like the Edinburgh Fringe 2017, everyone was joking about how everything was Brechtian, and I made those jokes too, but I didn't even know what it was. But then a very, very sincere theatre student came to see my show and said, your show is theatre of cruelty. And I said, that sounds really rude. And she went, oh, I didn't mean it like that, and then stopped talking to me. And then I looked up theatre of cruelty, and I'm like, oh yeah, it is me. Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's neither complimentary nor insulting. It's just what it is. And then only maybe last year did I learn about Bertolt Brecht actually, and I'm like, yeah, fair enough. That is me. That is what that is what I'm going for. I bet I could clap with someone else's hands. It was actually a metaphor, Fluff. Actually a metaphor. I was trying to channel an emotion. Is it Brechtian if you just stop playing the character? It can be. I think the reason people joke about it is that is it Brechtian is not a very well-formed question, really. It's more about your intent, I would say, than exactly what appears in the art. I hope that answers your question, Bird. I was thinking the other day about... I was thinking a few things. One was that it's interesting the persona I have on the streams compared to the one that I have on stage and where they overlap and where they deviate. I think more recently I've been a bit more sort of argumentative and shouty on the streams, but on stage I feel like I'm that way more often. And I used to get a bit worried that people would like really read me as like an angry person. And I think I vocalized it in a show once, and someone was like, no, you don't seem like you're actually angry. You seem like you're putting it on for some reason. You seem like someone who just enjoys the act of shouting but is not angry. And I just think that's such an interesting guy to be. I always get worried, especially on stream, I guess, where there's fewer context clues to go off, that people read my frustration as real. And I think a few times people have reached out to apologize. I think I've received apologies from people in DMs so often after streams saying, oh, Sean, I said this or that during the stream, and it seemed to really upset you. And I had to be like, it's just theatre. That's just what the stream is by design. I was glad you said it because I had an excuse to act wound up, you know? Everything is Pomo? I don't know. I don't think everything is Pomo more than everything was always performative and we're now got better shovels, you know? This whole idea of performativity, look, clearly the moment you start down that route, it applies to everything. Nothing's not performative. There's no real self underneath the performance, okay? There's just lots and lots of context, like a big onion. You know, so no wonder modernism couldn't change the world. It didn't understand the first principle. Everything's ideas. I'm an idealist, you know? I don't think Pomodoro really works for me because my brain knows I can just not do it. Yeah. That's why you need a picture of like some kind of divine being looking down on you with judgment. Everyone's masks upon masks? No, because even the metaphor of masks presumes there's a wearer, you know? I think we're just a chameleon. I don't know. In my head, I've decided a chameleon doesn't have like a real skin color. It just is whatever makes sense at the time. But maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe if you kill a chameleon, it goes green and you're like, that's the real one. But in my metaphor, that isn't true. In my metaphor, if you kill a chameleon, it just keeps what it last had. When did you last get genuinely annoyed on a stream, if ever? I have been. I have been genuinely annoyed or frustrated at things. Rarely, but we're talking over like 4 years of 6 years of fucking hell, 6 years of streams. I have been annoyed or frustrated, but I genuinely believe you would never be able to tell. There was once, I think a couple of times I excused myself because stuff was all going wrong and I wasn't in the mindset to do the stream in the way I wanted. And like you tell then, because I'd say, look, I don't want to continue what I'm doing. But I think I'm quite good at, the irony of it is I think I'm quite good at keeping my composure when things are going wrong. I struggle to believe in the contiguous self, but I feel like belief in the self is probably good for you. Explain what you mean, Fluff, about a contiguous self. Because I think people have, in this chat, when we've gone on these kind of late at night philosophical quandaries, people have used the word self to refer to all kinds of different things. I don't know what self means. It's like, I'm me, and after that, it's all question marks. It's good to have idea of self as context, not content. There we go. Oracle's giving me the big badge. Frustrated, haven't seen you angry. I don't really get angry. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a monk or anything. I feel most bad emotions. Hungry. Jealous. Jealous when the other boy has more balloons than me. And I've never been angry. It's just not really in my nature, really. Is hungry bad? Wow, you've lived a charmed life, haven't you, Red? You've never been hungry. Take it from me. It's not good. There's literally no upsides. You do it for long enough, you also get tired. You ever been, I'm sure we've all been in the situation of thinking that we're like in a real bad place emotionally, but it's actually a mundane physical need that hasn't been met. Like you're sleepy or hungry or pissy. You've been a bit bladdery and it makes you weepy. You ever been busting for a piss, but you're just weeping? Oh, you like to believe in the persistence of self. That's what you're calling the contiguous self. Yeah, fine. But I'm not... I guess I wasn't speaking to the persistence of self. I mean, I think some degree of persistent identity is necessary, right? Just for record keeping. Sorry, everyone, but I do believe a certain amount of bureaucracy is necessary in life. I don't think we should have passports and border violence or anything, but good to be able to be like, this person lives in this house, you know? And not actually they shed their memories and becomes a new person at dawn. I think humans probably shouldn't spend too much time perceiving their inner workings. Not to put in Deleuze Guattarian. I never know how to pronounce the last guy in that portmanteau. It's just one of those words I read. I'm becoming not a being, but if I live in the smooth too long, I forget how to gel with all the striations of society. I'm just good at writing sentences. I'm just really good at writing sentences. Can we all say good sentence lambda, please? Oh, that's a great sentence from Bird. Can we say good sentence lambda and can we say good sentence bird, please? What a great set of sentences. I'm going to read them both right now. I think humans probably shouldn't spend too much time perceiving their inner workings. I'm a becoming, not a being. But if I live in the smooth too long, I forget how to gel with the striations of society. And then Bird says, I just had a hot chocolate. Shot chaser there. That's really good. That's what it's like to live in a society. I had a garlic bread with dinner tonight. I was running late. I was running late home, so I couldn't make my plan A plan if I didn't have a plan. But it's kind of good I ran out of time, because then I could excuse a tortellini pack and a carbonara sauce with a bit of freezer garlic bread. It's a classic. And we finished off the 1996 Jonathan Creek Season 2 Christmas special. Not one of their best, really. Not one of their best at all. But some great work by Carolyn Quentin, as always. She's doing Lego adverts now. Someone in the comments put, "Why did you fall off?" I wondered what they meant. Like, is her acting not as good? Has Carolyn Quentin fallen off? What do they mean? Fell off the roof, did she? What was she doing up there? Probably looking for mirrors. Hidden traps. Sliding trapdoors. Did she fall off the roof? You're having me on. Carolyn Quentin didn't fall off the roof, did she? Did she? Can someone else just come in and verify this? No, she didn't. Not anymore then, Jim. Look it up. I'm asking everyone else to look it up. I'm very busy walking in this circle. We've hit that point in the stream where I just walk around. We should have a name for this bit. There's always a bit. I've put a game on. I've not lost interest, but I've become absorbed in other thoughts and I just walk around. Who's a patron of Celiac UK? Yeah, that stands. That sounds right. Nighthole, Ponder playing. If I'm lying, you die. Well, I'm not going to look it up now, am I? Because I think you are lying and I want to live. Sorry that I love life and don't trust you. It just sounds like a lie. You've said it weirdly. I learned Delusa Guitarian today. Who are all these people watching my stream who are versant in the word Delusa Guitarian? On that subject, I'm listening to the audiobook of Dispossessed by Le Guin, which is one of the best audiobook narrations I've ever heard. The Dispossessed absolutely is an S tier. What an S tier book. Or like maybe a novella. It's not very long, is it? You haven't read Le Guin or seen Twin Peaks, Bird? What on earth? You've never read Le Guin? You're busy? Well, yeah, fair enough. Me too, actually. I'll put my laps in. She didn't fall... Well, why, man? Thanks, you've consigned me to death. The full novel didn't feel that long. Really good. King of Time, read The Dispossessed by Ursula Le Guin. It's not that long. Earthsea's good. I think the Earthsea book 1's really strong, and Earthsea book 2 was all right, and book 3 lost me a little bit. I'll say that. And do you know what did lose me a lot? Remember in like 2008 or something, and they brought out a Studio Ghibli Earthsea adaptation. They really dropped the bag with that one. I thought this is like, how could this miss? How could this miss? Miyazaki's Le Guin? I don't know how they got it so wrong. It was 2008, wasn't it? That was his fail son. He should have given it to his success son. Earthsea's a good old time. I'd say Earthsea's pretty good. Did anyone here read the Neapolitan trilogy? I think that was the last like novel series that really got me. It was ages I read that now. I read the Neapolitan. You don't read. You'd love reading. I saw the Cornetto trilogy. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Bird will have read it, right? Probably. Well, what should we talk about? I don't want to talk about books. We've been saying Deleuze Guittarian too much. Everyone's going to leave the stream. Theo hurt? What? You download you what? You're trying to read PDFs? No wonder you don't read. That's suboptimal. You should get yourself a little, like one of those e-readers without any copyright protection. You just stick EPUBs on there. Stick anything on there. PDFs are hard to read. You can't zoom very well. Can I just say, I do my best not to be analytics pilled, but Twitch and stuff does like show all this stuff to me. There's always like a little number I'm trying to ignore. And so it's really hard to not be very aware that now that I've stopped doing the Groundhog streams, the number's been a lot higher all stream. It is funny. It is funny not to give people what they want. I read PDFs on my tablet with a nice PDF reader. It's too bulky. You can't relax with a PDF. Like using a big tankard to have like a shot of tequila or something. It's the wrong tool for the job. It's funny that. What do you mean, Fluff? Listen, I've forgiven you. I think you should forgive me. Have I not done my penance now? I did something wrong for fun, and now I've stopped. I don't need to learn any lessons. It's not happening anymore. Denance penance, sure. Have any of you written any books? I bet one of you's written a book. Who here's written a book? What's the longest thing anyone here's written? $97,000 words. Yeah, it's quite long. Would you call it a book? Would you call it a thesis? Just out of curiosity. I wrote a poem, but I forgot it. Yeah, that's fine. 8 pages. 8 pages is fine. Did the NaNoWriMo thing. How much is that? How many words is that? It'll be a book eventually. Yeah, fair enough. 223 hours. Yeah, that's loads. I wrote a short serial novel. See, I knew people here would have written books. I've done short stories that are a few thousand words. Isn't the whole point? Well, we're not doing Groundhog Day. I wasn't allowed to learn a lesson. It's Fluff Weasel fix it. Stupid. I have book ideas. Yeah, how long are they? How long are the ideas? Could you write them on the back of a beer mat? I wrote a children's book in Second Life. Yeah? Does the text exist outside of Second Life? NaNoWriMo is 50,000 words in a month. The good creative exercise. I've considered doing it. Isn't it bad now? Didn't NaNoWriMo like go AI or something? Or maybe they just said you're allowed to use it. I can't keep up with every AI controversy. The curse of being on social media, you just hear something's problematic in some way and then it comes up and you're like, oh, they've done something, but I'm always hazy on the details. Your sister and mother have written books, but unfortunately I've not. Do you feel under pressure to write a book now? Are you AI? I have been created by society, I would say. So I guess in a sense I'm artificial, right? I haven't sprung up from nothing. Humans made me, much like they make hammers and nuclear bombs and pasta. Am I intelligent? Yeah, I can divide numbers in my head. What do you need to be in intelligence? I can weep when I see the sorrow of others. I can look at the moon and feel blessed. I can feel a custodian kinship with all the animals of the forest. So I'm something. Definitely something. Give me another 40 years and I'll have a better answer. That's fine. Delusitarian is... It's pretty heavy into some continental philosophy. And honestly, that's not my strong suit either. I was really raised on a big diet of analytic. I only dip into continental every now and again. You'd love analytic philosophy, Dragon. Unfortunately, it can't help you make sense of the ineffable. So it's really limited. But if you're interested in categories or what a table is, you know, or when beliefs rely on other beliefs, then, you know, that's the way to go. But if you want to understand the limits of human thought, you probably need to read someone from France or Germany. I'm not Lambda. That's great. Sounds like I'm uncancelled. Yeah, do you know what? You're right. But in that sense, it's easy, isn't it? You know, in that sense, it's a bit, you know, easy to get to grips with. I love this guy. My philosophy is that it's okay to live. All right, I have nothing more to say, and it's 10:30. It's been nice doing a stream that was different to the previous 3 streams. Can you get some water for that thing? Next time. Next time I'll do it. All right, everyone. This has been fun. I know you won't tell me to my face, but you have had fun. We've had a nice time, and there are more nice times to come. I'm not going to put a clock on the Moorcraft thing for now, but know that it is coming. And I will give you more information in the Discord when you want it, which is code for when I have it. Remember to have fun. Remember it's legal to live. But remember it's illegal to take your shoes off in public. I've been Sean Morley. You've been great company. I'll see you soon. And what's the word they use in a situation like this? Goodbye. Sean, plausible deniability is a straight neurotypical man. Why have we brought straight into this? What? Why have we brought straight into the conversation? I have no idea what vibes I give off these days. I didn't come out on stream. Wait, I haven't. That was like last year. This 2026, I'm straight again now. Although I should say, there's no point.
And the answer is...
No one can hear me.
Oh shit, no. Do I have that? Oh, how do I get this?
I can't respond, then.
There we go. Oh. I'm sorry, Sean.
Yes, your one. Is it poisonous what you gave to me? Is it poisonous what you've given to me? Who's screaming? Who's screaming?
That was also poisonous.
Who's screaming?
It's the occult.
Who's screaming?
Occult?
Who's screaming?
Occult?
Albrock? Go find a poisonous
Am I not
plant or a
dead?
jelly. You're not doing anything to die. There's a poisonous plant to your left. To your